I was told to hit the button.
Hello.
Oh, no.
Hi, everyone. This is Ian and the gang doing the Darien Gap, that Chronicles of Darkness game that, we occasionally do. Last time, the players, they had a nice long chat with Sinduri, a Babylonian mummy that likes to kill bad gods.
It was Ares last time, right?
No, she actually never said its
No.
name.
I know she never said its name, but Gord was convinced that it was Ares or.
Oh yeah.
Mistress.
Gord's convinced it's Ares.
Yeah.
She's not going to tell you.
No.
And you found the closest door to the hedge with that would lead you to the spear, because Snake did fate magic to do that.
Yeah, that sounds like.
Is the door of General Gale Fonseca, a general in the now army. You guys were planning on, because you have to use this door. You guys were planning on how to try to get in. Small drones and birds sent in kept on getting sniped by some kind of turret or person or mechanism. So, I guess we can resume that planning, because you're trying to sneak up to his door and then open it into the hedge, sneak through. And
a lot of that plan, missing player was involved.
Yes.
Yes. So in the meantime, do we want to download some spirits and have a?
Do you want to?
I guess so. We'll have a grind session.
Okay. We're gonna make it to level 20, and then we'll, finally get our mounts and everything. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what? So actually, yeah, this might be a good time. What kind of spirits / ghosts / horrific entities are you trying to summon and then Pokemon?
I'm trying to summon a Death 3 spirit.
Okay. I'm actually trying to imagine any kind of, if all of you were in the room waiting for it.
Okay.
If a Death 3 spirit could actually legitimately pose a threat?
No. See, here's what my plan is. Because that would very quickly be, oh, we are not acting honorably, we are disrespecting spirits, this is an unfair fight.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
So I think Curly would immediately strike up a deal, which is, you stay on that side of the room, we're not going to attack you until we have enough of you that you think you pose a chance, and then at the end you split this pile of essence I have on the ground here, which is just all this morgue meat.
So are you?
If
is
they win.
Curly putting us into danger by being honorable?
Effectively, I'm giving them a fair fight, but I think we're going to be fine.
But all right, because if it's an actual threat, Zach would be like, "You're fucking stupid. We're not doing that."
The alternative is we get them one by one until spirits decide to declare war on us and fucking destroy us in a much larger and much more dangerous fight.
I don't think spirits do that.
Spirits got politics.
I don't know.
Actually, you guys can, if we're on Roll20, you guys can roll some intelligence and occult if you have specialty in spirits. Feel free to use it. Try to figure out what would happen if you just effectively did in the stealth games where you do the distract and you bring one of the guards and you beat them up and drag them out into a corner, then you do it again to get the second one.
Yeah, they wouldn't notice.
Dang, I only got 3 successes out of that.
Hey, all that matters is that you succeed.
Mm-hmm. Also, that's with the +8 from Snake.
Wait, what?
It was a +8 int and +8 computer, right?
Oh. How long was that supposed to be on for?
Just to summon the things. We haven't done that yet.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, I guess it would be for the scene. And I guess I'd do it to myself as well at that point.
Yep.
So,
Wait,
I'm just...
what do we have now?
I guess we
I don't know how
have
many people we
8
put
plus
on.
8 intelligence.
Oh, cool.
And plus 8 computers, but you'd probably
That
aren't
wouldn't help
using
with this
that.
roll.
I would kind of
I got
love
2.
the idea of Gord in the 16-foot tall form trying to use a touchpad. Just incredibly, like you're using your pinky because it's the smallest.
Yeah.
Does Leonie
Okay.
not have a cult?
Shit. Sorry. I'm like doing 2 spells at once here, so.
Oh, okay.
That was wrong. I need 1 more.
I believe in you guys.
Hooray.
There you go.
That's better. Okay. Back to.
Okay. Back to the spell mines for you.
Uh,
So the person with the lowest successes, Dave, Gord. Gord knows that while luring spirits one by one and then making them into fetishes might work in a more of the short term, in the long term, the various spirit courts for which these like rank 3 and above spirits would be part of would start to notice their absence and a pattern. It's kind of like having like a serial kidnapper in a city. With 3 successes, which is both Zach and
I only have 2.
well, oh, did you just reroll
reroll.
from scratch? Okay, so Snake, Zach's understanding is that you don't really see you don't know that much about the courts. If there were no spirit courts, why would it matter? Spirits don't really care that much about each other. But you're pretty sure that they do have some political organization, or other werewolf groups or various were-creature spirit-based groups might start caring if you start poaching spirits from their territories. People just get territorial.
Yeah,
about
but
this
spirits
kind
are
of stuff.
spirits are forever, right? So
Yes.
it's not a big deal.
I mean, yeah, it's the reason Curly's not like, oh, poor sun spirit stuck in a sword. Like, they live millennia, it's fine.
Yeah.
Curly, you're pretty sure that that would be a dishonor upon yourself if you did it once or twice for good reason. That would be much more understandable than if you just kind of did a factory-esque assembly line of spirit jars and fetish making. And Leone. Leone understands that this actually was a problem in the past, because there was actually a black market fetish dealer that did go pushed the envelope a bit too far, and then had several were-creature groups and several courts of spirits hunt them down
Hooray.
after they pushed it too far. But the line of too far is effectively what spirits you end up snagging. There's a bunch of spirits no one particularly cares about, but spirits do have minds and personalities, and so they can make friends, and so if you get one with friends in high places.
Yeah, like if we took that gatekeeper spirit with the big elephant guy,
yeah.
and you have the interdimensional portal thing, sort of like the Bifrost,
Yeah.
that guy probably wouldn't be super happy. We
No.
just stole him and turned him into a
Into a
Alright.
particularly magical sock or something.
mhm.
So, Ian,
Mhm.
if I were to use brass knuckles, would that count towards brawl? Using brawl?
That would be brawl.
Okay, so if I wanted to get, say, like the cold iron spirit, since we're going into the hedge, and get someone to put it to brass knuckles,
So now we're talking.
would I be able to do that?
Totally. Just note that if you're wearing cold iron or have it on your person, magic will only partially affect you or not at all. So that is all hedge magic,
Mm-hmm.
beneficial or not. And if you start like getting near like portals and what have you, if you actually touch the portal with the cold iron, it might get wonky. It's kind of like putting a magnet near a computer.
Okay.
But yeah, totally. You can totally, as long as you aren't like rubbing the cold iron against the portal, or you aren't going through like a full like. You're like a 16-foot tall werebear in your war form. If you had like a 16-foot tall suit of cold iron plate mail,
Yeah.
you
that-
might just cause a much bigger disruption of
But getting them as like
Of
brass
that.
knuckles or something like
brass
that.
knuckles. Yeah, you're
Cold iron knuckles.
Cold iron knuckles. There you go.
cold iron knuckles also sounds like a terrible fan fiction for Sonic.
Oh yeah.
God damn.
Well, no, that's because it's Cold Steel the Hedgehog and Knuckles.
Ah.
Cold. It's their emo son.
Mm-hmm.
Cold iron knuckles.
So is this when Sonic the Hedgehog tried to rebrand in 2055?
Yes.
Yeah.
They actually had the Sonic franchise actually had a whole revival in the 2040s, and then during its inevitable decline,
They tried cold iron knuckles.
they cold iron knuckles, and it just
They killed off Sonic, and then they found some ancient text on the internet of a free new character that was very well designed called Cold Steel the Hedgehog, known for its famous catchphrase "Nothing personnel, kid."
Yep. God, how terrible. This is truly a dystopic future.
Okay, do we actually have a? I'm trying to think of a justification for us to have. Like, I thought I was pretty clear on Cold Iron Spirit. Bad idea for, like, for Q, but I don't know.
We're not gonna touch him
It's
with it.
effect-
We're not gonna poke him with it. Come on. He's
Yeah.
not here
Well,
right
it
now. He
just,
can't stop us.
How would Curly feel if everyone around was just like carrying gold bullets, being like, just in case we need to kill a were creature?
Yeah, but we're
I
not
mean, if
fighting
we were
were
hunting a
creatures.
if we were hunting a werecrow at that time, maybe. I mean, she was the one who decided to go get the sun spirit for the sun.
Yeah,
sword
so
before
that would be
fighting
hypocritical,
vampires.
wouldn't it?
It would. I would say. Okay,
live to
maybe she's got the
hypothesis.
server set up and she's like, hey, give it a try. You can just type in anything, it'll bring it over. And one of you
Zach goes up cold iron.
There you go.
She's like, hey, I specifically requested.
Enter.
Oh, well, it's here now.
Enter. Well, there we go. He already hit enter.
the computer chugs. You hear the hard drive noise, even though you are this future is well beyond hard drives.
Oh, I
Does
need
it
to
sound
roll
like
for-
dial-up?
I need to actually roll for this.
Yes,
Does,
I actually.
if the spirit has a resistance, then give that to me. I need to hit 20 successes with an extended roll.
Does
which
it
I have 19
also?
dice.
Does it like minus its resistance to your dice
I
pool?
believe so. Yes.
And what rank of cold iron spirit have you set this up
3.
for?
3 would probably be good.
So,
8.
give me a moment. I need to look up. You can't actually do
I
8.
know.
The
It's
the
5.
most you can summon is 5.
Do we not want 4?
Nah, we'll keep it easy. I think if it just is cold iron, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Give me a moment. I need to. Where?
So
Oh,
what's
no.
the deal with this computer?
Curly is downloading spirits.
You wouldn't
Literally, you
download
just-
a car.
You just type in
But
a
I would
spirit. and
download a spirit.
It is directly summoned to the shadow of the basement,
Lovely.
where we are going to convince them to, fight of their own volition for a prize pool of a lot of essence, and see how it goes from there.
My. Ah, if only I could find. Its resistance is 7.
7. Dang. All right. 12 dice. So I can roll it 12 times, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And you need 20 successes?
I need 20 successes. Okay, off to a good start. Fortunately, I'm gonna have to enter that every time. Oh, fuck. 1 second.
No, just hit it. Press. Hit the
No,
text
but-
box. Press up.
That's what I mean. Because I used it as a macro, it just goes up to the macro again. It doesn't. Slash roll.
Whoa,
Oh.
we're halfway there.
Whoa!
You did it.
We're half.
You did
We
it.
did it.
You did it. What a
Yep.
challenge.
I did it. Ian, you believe in me.
Uh,
I managed it. It was very hard.
The computer's using on the screen. You see it's using 200% of its CPU. It's
Oh,
chugging along, and so does it summon it straight into a bottle, or does it just summon
No.
it to your
It summons
area?
it into the area around. If it can manifest, it's allowed to manifest. So we probably have someone stationed on the other side of the shadow, just in
Okay.
case. Probably someone who's as diplomatic as Curly, or close to. I don't know who in our party is close.
I have some intimidation.
Yeah, that'll work.
So
If you
you
just
have
say,
the
like,
Werebear
hey.
on one side. You
If you
have
just say like, "Hey, come back with me into the shadow, please." Like there's someone you have to meet rather than try to convince them yourself.
Okay.
That'll probably work.
Okay.
So
sure.
okay, and I imagine it's sort of like a digitizing, like maybe a kind of like the transporter in Star Trek, but maybe a bit more pixely. There's like some old sci-fi sounds of them just like beep 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 beep, beep into existence.
manifesting right next to the computer and landing with a thud that actually. So, do you have your computer on a table?
It's a big old server. Like,
Okay,
it's a
so
server
it's
rack.
resting.
and, yeah.
It's a rack. Okay, right beside the rack, jiggling it, kind of it's swaying it kind of dangerously, is what appears to be an iron fence, like a wrought iron fence.
Oh God.
It has the little fleur de lis on the tops,
Mhm.
and it appears to be a gate. You have summoned a gate.
All
The
right.
gate swings open and goes, "Who dares summon me?
Gord just bursts out laughing.
Who dares bring me from my gate?"
Okay, I have 7
Okay.
wrote to persuasion.
I was made in Italy. I don't know where I am now.
Nice job, Tom Sawyer.
Oh no! How
You
did I fail a
fucked
road
up.
thing like that? Curly's like,
oh, wow.
"Hey there, friendo. So you're in Tax Cal. Welcome. It's real nice outside, except it's very hot and there's mosquitoes everywhere, and it's kind of actually terrible. But
Tax Cal? I don't know where that is, but that doesn't sound like New York.
it's not. Good observation.
Well, I don't like to deal with non-New Yorkers.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm from north of here, which is sort of New York is also north of here. So really, we're on the same page. I think we're vibing at 100%. We're doing good here.
Bring me back. The gate-
Gord tries to do a really shitty New Yorker accent. Hey! What you doing there, bud? Hey!
Bud.
Please roll.
Oof.
Plus subterfuge.
Oof, minus. Deserves a minus for the bud thrown in there.
I'm not.
Fucking New Yorker talking with the, hey, bud.
He's a lumberjack. He doesn't know what New York is. He says, "I'm walking here." Okay, what am I rolling? Sorry.
That's manipulation plus subterfuge.
Oh man, this is gonna be.
Do you want? Actually, don't spend a willpower.
No.
Or do. I don't care.
Hey.
Oh my god.
New York Fair. It was the "I'm walking here" that got him.
You're the strangest New Yorker I've ever seen, but you have the right attitude. The gate says.
Okay. Do I try another diplomacy or I just keep being bad at it?
Can we just beat him up now?
We're gonna get more at a time. That was
Now
the
that's a
plan,
New
not
York
just ganking
attitude
them.
right there.
I think the plan was to not gank them.
Well, how many cold iron spirits do you need?
We need one cold iron spirit and one death spirit, and probably there's a couple more we would want.
How many do we need?
No one else is.
I want another cold
Oh.
iron.
You want? I think if we try to summon cold iron while we have cold iron here, it'll just summon the nearest cold iron, which is the one next to
So
the
you're
computer.
saying we should push this one into some knuckles, and then get another one.
So you don't always have to beat up a spirit. You can just try to talk to it
Didn't.
and set terms.
Well, if you're feeding essence and they like that, then yeah, go for it.
Okay, I will attempt diplomacy once more. This is a barter. This is a
What do you need?
persuasion.
What do you
manipulation?
need from me?
Oh, manipulation and persuasion.
It's either that or if you're just trying to be upfront, like you have what we need to do a mission.
He
Like-
could get us better terms though if he has a good roll.
Yeah. So yeah, manipulation plus persuasion.
Oh, I'm on the wrong spell sheet. 1 second. 1 second.
I guess you're dropping the intelligence in computers and.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm gonna need that again in a second.
We're gonna need that again, yeah.
Wait. Can I put another?
Can I just
one
summon the other spirits first?
Or I could try to, what's it called? Intimidate the guy.
Oh wait. Use your fucking fool's rush in. You weren't planning on negotiating.
Oh yeah.
Add +8, and you gotta keep track of this. You only get 8 of these.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I already have it on my counter,
Okay.
but I don't think we were planning on negotiating, just not this particular.
Exactly.
negotiation.
So it's not planned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 8 successes. A bit better this time.
Exceptional.
Curly's like, okay, listen. We have a mission. It's gonna be real short, at least from our perspective. Time travel and whatnot is likely. We want to just throw you in a fetish, real quick. Use you to defeat some real awful sorts of folks, and then get you right out of there as quick as possible. It wasn't even my I didn't even want to summon you in the first place. I was hoping for some sort of other spirit. So I would be very happy to let you go as soon as possible. But I guess in the meantime we could use you.
No, you wouldn't work with
and
your
it
fellow
just
New York-
goes, what kind of assholes do you want me to puncture? I'm all about the fight.
Oh,
This guy's the
excellent.
type of New Yorker I like.
You're getting closer, Dave.
It's not supposed to be good.
I know, but you're getting closer.
Oh man, that's even worse.
That is a perfect attitude. You're gonna love. We're gonna make you into some brass knuckles for my very, very large, very fighty friend here, and you two are just gonna bond over and show up to fight. It's gonna be great.
The weird New Yorker.
Yeah, the weird New Yorker. So if you just stand right there, I think he's gonna hit you with a magic anvil or some shit and turn you into knuckles. Is that about accurate?
I guess I do have fetish making, so
Yeah, that's the plan.
okay.
So, the spirit agrees as long as it also it asks for some essence as well, and we'll worry.
Well, how much? I got more meat for plan.
It's asking for like 6 essence.
All right, done.
And Dave,
Yep.
do you actually have craft?
I do have craft.
Okay. So you first have you already made the cold iron brass knuckles?
Does he need to make the knuckles if we have an iron spirit? Like,
Well,
mean,
to make a fetish, you're
double up.
kind of you're taking a spirit and infusing it into a physical item,
Yeah.
so that
Okay.
it can, like,
Okay. Well, yeah. Can we say I've made the?
yeah. If this was the plan to make cold iron knuckles,
Yeah.
yes. And
Okay.
honestly, I imagine cold iron knuckles are relatively easy to make. It's
Yeah.
pretty much it's a small slab of metal
Yeah.
that you have like some rings on.
fair enough.
Fair enough.
Hey, can I
Between Leona and you can make the.
can I trade out my nuclear little dude and my gun?
Oh, by the way, if you wanted to do your mage thing on a fetish, like you need a spirit for that, right? We don't fully understand those rules and probably might have wanted to deal with that first.
What are you
but,
talking about?
What?
out of character, your dark magic, whatever abyss workaround.
We haven't done that in character.
I know. I mean, you might not want to. You might want to keep that spirit because you can use it, and it's the most feral, uncooperative, like. It's a spirit no one will miss.
Oh.
I mean, I could always make you a second gun.
That's true. Yeah, maybe I need a second gun because the nuclear just isn't gonna help. You know?
Yeah.
Not really in Fairyland.
Yeah.
Yeah. just like I
Everyone loves Fairyland.
That's why I'm not bringing the sun chain sword. I can't see that being too helpful.
Well, if they're spirits of darkness, sure, but honest, cold iron is kind of the universal remedy, as it were.
Yeah. Exactly.
However, bringing that along does also mean that almost everyone you meet is going to assume that you're hostile.
We are.
Because, like, it's kind of
What
like
if you made it a shield and like I'm just Captain America? I'm protecting myself from you, but I'm really good at hitting you with it. Also,
Yeah, that'd be like that'd be weaponry or brawl. And yeah,
maybe it would give off a more defensive tone.
A cold iron shield would probably be. It would be more like so. If you imagine coming in with like cold iron brass knuckles is kind of like walking into a store, like ordering some food and placing a gun loaded, pointing towards the person you're talking to, just placing it on the table, like. It's not going to hurt anyone unless I want it to. But it's really setting that kind of tone
Okay,
for conversation.
So if I wanted to do cold iron shield, I think that would set a better tone.
That would set a better tone. You're still going to... It's easier for you guys to smooth that over.
Yeah.
Being like, we aren't from around here and we know this protects us. Cool. Just don't expect them to, like, they're going to, instead of being hostile, they might be indifferent to hostile.
You know what?
Like,
Make it the biggest shield you can, and I don't need a spirit.
Okay, I'll make it.
Okay.
I'll explain that later if it comes up. But make sure it's big. Make sure there's a lot of it mass-wise.
Sure, we'll make
I think he might want to Baba is you, your shield. Shield is down.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab a death spirit, like death 3.
Okay.
Does anyone have like an element they want? Maybe Gord wants strength or something. Well, I guess Gord just got.
Oh, I'll take a life spirit.
Life spirit. I'm not sure exactly how rules as written now would work. If it would give you a bonus to your stamina, or if it would.
That would be amazing, and that's what I want.
All right.
If that's possible.
That would be good. Ian would have to comment on what it can do, but
You did post the like.
Yeah,
what
rules
fetish-
as written. Rules as written. That I don't think I can do anything like that. It can give equipment bonuses and uh, advantages on specific things, but I don't think it can increase stats.
I would probably say uh a small bonus to stamina would probably be a rank 3 if you actually wanted something like 3 or like 1 to 2 stamina might be rank 3 and 3 to 4 would be like rank 4.
All right.
Just because life spirits can also, if you make the fetish effectively using their influence life, they could just heal people.
Oh, okay.
Is that's if you summoned a spirit of healing, probably just yoinked it from a hospital somewhere. Like
Doesn't need to be there anymore. Fuck those people.
yeah, that's a little bit of the problem that comes with just summoning spirits. Like they were somewhere doing something. It's kind of like the spirit world has an ecology, and if you just start like removing aspects of it willy nilly, the ecology will likely survive.
There's like
but
infinite spirits. It's fine.
over an
It's only-
infinite amount of space.
I think this is grabbing only awake spirits, which there are significantly fewer of.
Oh,
but yes,
okay.
there's plenty.
If
We're
you
not
guys,
just like grabbing the sleeping spirit of a toaster somewhere that had a bit of a cold iron.
Is that what the
shell
little
'cause it's
toaster's
old.
about?
Yes,
That movie. film.
the littlest toaster.
the littlest toaster got reforged into brass knucks.
Nice.
Yes, it did. No, cold iron knucks.
Yes.
Fine. I'll take a healing spirit. Sure.
Okay, death spirit, life spirit. What else could we use? Maybe does Gord can already firebend. Does Leonie want to be able to firebend just in case Gord isn't cleaning up her messes, or you good without?
What do you want? A firefighting spirit? A spirit of white phosphorus, so it has influence white phosphorus.
I mean,
I mean,
You summoned the white phosphorus spirit. It starts burning through your floor. What did I expect? You know what? You actually probably awakened a white phosphorus spirit in the tower you burned.
Or you might want to do a spirit of poison, so that if you do a poison gas and one of us gets hit, you're much more equipped to just
Fix
control the poison and get it out of people.
yeah, that's a good idea.
All right.
That makes a lot of sense.
So, death 3, life 3, poison 3.
Now, are you trying to summon the spirit of a specific kind of poison? Or like,
I think poison in general,
Yeah.
which
okay.
might be not specific enough. So poison 3 would be.
Well, would it
a-
be like a spirit of chemical warfare?
Well, it would be like
Chlorine gas
influence
spirit.
3 because it's broad, rather than influence 4 if it was something like specific, like
Mm-hmm.
neurotoxin. Now, what would be a nice gift for Q, everyone? What does Q want? We got to make
Cold
it up.
iron.
We
Spirit
have a
of an
cold iron
employment.
spirit.
I will be right back.
The fucking resume spirit.
The resume spirit?
Because he keeps getting fired from his job.
Oh, yes, cute.
The spirit of good vibes and not freaking the fuck out. The spirit of redemption and not feeling bad about all the shit your spear did. A spirit of. I wonder if a spirit of good intentions could manipulate good intentions to produce good results.
So it'd be a fate spirit.
Oh, maybe. Oh man, if you could just. I have influence 3. I can control fate. I have influence 5. I can mass create fate. I fate everyone here to go do their best and live good lives. I can strengthen your fate. Fate is strong now.
Hashtag strong fate.
Maybe a spirit of like, I don't know, what would be spirit of survival? Spirit of
He hasn't really had much
Like,
trouble
say-
surviving.
all of us, I think he's the squishiest, even if he gets big sometimes.
I think it's because he can't apply his defense to bullets.
Yeah, maybe if we go for like a big spirit of
Of Kevlar?
A spirit of dodging.
Yes.
No.
yeah, basically a spirit of dex. If we have a rank 5 one of those, then we can
Isn't that a
use
huge pain in the ass?
Rank
Probably.
5 would be a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah, okay. Because that's the rank where you can start breaking rules and say, like, hey, this person does get defense to firearms.
Ooh.
A spirit of concealment.
Well, I'd want to fight that one
might be good.
one-on-one.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, how about spirit of concealment? Which would be not defense, but concealment is like a specific
Oh,
firearms
stealth.
defense. Not that. It's like a shield.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't give just defense, it gives defense and then concealment.
Hmm.
The concealment protects you against firearms. I don't know how that would. A shielding spirit? A spirit of.
A spirit of defense, or you could summon a spirit of foxholes.
A spirit of.
dodges.
Maybe like a spirit of being low priority, so people shoot him with. A spirit
Low
of
aggro.
small. Just a spirit of small. assembly.
Inconspicuousness.
You're size 15, but you have the veil of smallness.
Okay.
Well, it would probably have to be something. I guess there isn't a were creature gift of like dodging bullets because you kind of get that inbuilt with your warform.
Exactly. Yeah. Mhm. Just build him a kick-ass slingshot. Build him a pouch of accurate pocket sand.
I guess just
A
the spirit of
spear.
accuracy.
A spirit of accuracy and some sand. Yeah.
It's coarse and rough and it gets everywhere.
What does he roll for?
Oh.
His pocket sand.
Give me a moment. I'm actually going to have to look that up because
Okay.
that is. I think he actually has something like 14 dice to it already.
Oh dang.
But let me see. Da-da. I believe it is a spring contract. Actually, I guess. Go to the first page, please. Sand. Oh. It's a dexterity plus athletics minus defense.
Okay. Oh, because he has the +8 to athletics, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
You but to actually for them that's to hit them with the sand. To actually make them fall asleep is a presence plus expression plus mantle versus composure plus weird. So it's actually I mean you could do a spirit of expression, or I guess not really expression, but yeah, spirit of sleep.
Spirit of sleep.
Yeah, there we go.
Works for us.
Yeah. There.
All right. Let's. Curly finishes entering her list into the thing. Do I roll a bunch
Beep,
of things
beep,
again,
boop,
or
boop.
are we good? Do you think we're good on the?
I think we're
previous
good
roll?
on the rolling. You
Okay.
can roll if you want to.
You can leave your friends behind. But no, I'm good. Friends don't roll. All right, we have
Mhm.
beep boop 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 boop. They materialize in front of us. A level 3 death spirit, a level 3 life spirit, a level 3 poison spirit, level 3 sleep spirit,
All at once.
all at once.
Would the death spirit recognize me as someone close to Death Bear?
Let's see. Uh, I guess if you chose a more traditional death spirit or more nature-based, yes. If it was a death spirit of, like,
Let's
I
try.
don't know. Hi.
Hey,
Hey,
how's it going? Sorry I'm late.
No worries. You're
We
just in time to join a combat.
Ooh, perfect.
yeah.
Stay away from the cold iron spirit.
no, that's
What?
already been made into.
Oh, that's
a
right.
force
Never
field.
mind.
Oh dear
Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
You weren't here. We did the thing.
Curly
Oh,
says
no.
I
There
told
was
them
no one to
specifically
stop.
not to. Zach entered it into the computer without my permission. It was not my fault. We'll get rid of it as soon as we can, but we are going to use it on this quest. Sorry.
That's fair. That's fair.
Sorry, not sorry. Okay.
No, she's
So,
very sorry, but she just can't. She can't not do it at this point.
You
you
missed
could have
the
a bit
best
of
New
a
York.
hoarse voice too. Hugh has come down with a bit of a hedge flu.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Well, that's okay. You missed the best New York accent ever done by Gord.
Mhm.
Because the cold iron spirit was actually a fence that thought it was a New Yorker.
Oh my God.
It was the nearest fence, so it definitely it was the nearest cold iron spirit. It's definitely not from New York.
Just like Gord's definitely not from New York. They're perfect together.
Okay, so you know what? Yeah, this is gonna be it. It's gonna look terribly outdated. Uh, let me move you into the server room.
So, what's the combat goal here?
Basically, we are going to. First, Curly would have struck a deal with them, saying, like, hey, we fight to the floor till you're down. We're not going to try and execute you.
What's down for a spirit? Is it?
They sort of go into a state of not dead, but like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Ian? When they're available for people to take some essence from, as long as you don't take all of the essence, they'll eventually reform.
Effectively, they go pseudo dormant. It's kind of like unconscious. It's the spirit equivalent of unconsciousness.
Now, how do I hurt spirits?
Well, if they're materialized, you can shoot them.
Oh, are these all
Yep.
materialized?
Or we're in the spirit realm, in which case, yes, you can shoot them
But
too.
we are that state, yes?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is this a spirit made out of iron?
No, that one is dealt with. It was
Oh,
a
thank God.
diplomatic victory. You are safe. This is a death spirit, a life spirit, a poison spirit, and a sleep spirit.
That sounds easy.
Yeah. No problem.
No problem.
Okay, I'm gonna do my 15 dice to diplomatize.
So, how fast do we want this combat over?
No, wait, I just did that as a DM roll, but it's 5. Okay.
Okay.
So he says, okay, everyone, all of y'all, I know this is very confusing. If you look to my right, you will see a large pile of essence. This is all yours should you choose to fight us and prevail. And if not, you're free to leave. Or you're free to leave if you don't want to fight us. And if you do fight us and you lose, we're going to turn you to fetishes for, like, not that long, probably.
Or you can just
Sound
become
good?
fetishes.
Sound good? Y'all okay with
It seems like so you just so that I'm sure you have a death spirit, a sleep spirit, and a healing spirit.
a life spirit and a poison spirit?
Ah.
Those spirits.
All them spirits.
Okay. Well, you'll forgive me for not finding great tokens, as I didn't know which ones you were going to get.
I like the water man.
Yep.
Is that sleep?
That's sleep.
Okay.
It is
Okay.
it's a spirit of a waterbed.
Okay. And is that the red thing a death spirit? Like a big spooky death?
Yep. Life will be this mossy bird,
Sure.
and the last one, poison.
I need to go into time magic just to get initiative.
So, can we put the death spirit into the wood chipper that we talked about last session?
No, that's going into Curly's robot arm to allow her to take more damage for the rest of you.
Okay, so the sleep spirit's gonna go into the wood chipper.
Why do you want to make a fetish wood chipper?
Are you saying you don't want a wood chipper?
Well, you see, Gord keeps...
What? So what? Are you gonna have Zach just teleport people into your magical wood chipper?
No, he's going to grapple them and throw them over his head directly into the wood chipper on his back. And as they start to go into the wood chipper, they'll fall into a peaceful sleep. So
Yes.
it's not horrifying.
No, but the sleep, they get woken up by lethal damage, and the wood chipper is
And then
most
they fall
definitely-
asleep again, okay? Because
Lethal
damage causes
damage.
sleep. It's perfect, okay?
We the baddies.
All right. Initiative roll.
Oh yeah, and the poison spirit. Okay. Yes. Please roll initiative.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Save McCurley.
I might.
Other people might need more saving. Actually, no, that's Ian.
Yeah, that's Ian.
People will probably do
No,
better
I
than me.
Save Ian.
Yeah, he did better. Actually, no.
Fast
The same.
He did the same. He did the same with worse.
With more?
No. You had more and did the same.
Oh, I'm at the flat roll.
Oh, I'm at the bonus.
Oh.
A flat roll is like your spirit and your hard work, and the bonus is your
Innate ability.
nature given power.
Or magic. It's fine.
That was the wrong.
That
game.
is super not. Mm.
That is not the right one there. Oh man, we're team
Dang.
15.
Everyone's 15, okay,
Except for you.
except for me.
So what? Are we all going to an Under Oath
Oh,
concert?
he got 19.
All right. I have. Let's see. Yeah, I can spend 3 essence to bring 3 people up
Two.
in there, up to my level, or 2 people up to John's. I'm going to bring.
We're all going faster than all of them, anyways.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, alright.
we
Who
are.
cares?
Yeah. Okay, we good.
So, out of the
Uh,
15s, I guess it would be me, Alexander, then Dave. If you go by.
I've posted the initiative. Discord.
Oh, I see. I get shoved to the bottom for no reason. I see how it is.
Yeah.
No, then when you're
Did you
all
roll the
15.
one?
Build a
I
bear.
was going by
alphabetical
D&D
order?
rules, I guess.
It's alphabetical order.
Yeah. Oh,
Really?
fuck. Damn, I need to change my name to Ak!
You're not beating Build a Bear.
Say Build a
Alright.
Bear or Gilgamesh?
Build a Bear. But
Gilgamesh sounds
Alright.
awesome.
I want this combat done in
Yeah,
before
because
they get a
Gilgamesh-
turn, alright? So do your cool
All right.
shit. I'll be last in our turn order. No,
already moved
I'm
you.
delaying until everyone else is gone.
Okay.
Ah,
Go, right?
Pardon?
Q's go.
Yep.
Yep.
Q's first.
One side effect or symptom of hedge flu is constant short-term amnesia.
Okay.
Q is looking around, having no idea how the hell we got here. And
Oh, this is just the basement. We decided to download some
To
spirits.
download spirits.
wait, are we in the Matrix? I've seen this movie.
Are you
Which
gonna?
remake are we talking about here?
What form are you? Are you gonna stay human or?
I don't know how to fight spirits. Could I just
hit
put
'em.
them to sleep?
You hit them
Uh,
real hard.
I mean, I don't know if we can't put them to sleep, but one of them is a sleep spirit. So if you try to win a sleep fight, I don't know how you're gonna.
Whose sleep is stronger?
You know what? I'm gonna do leaping towards nightfall on the scariest looking one, which is the giant scorpion in front of us.
Okay.
All right.
What do I need to? Do I get to resist?
You do get to resist. Give me 1 second, and I will let you know what you will to resist. I just got this power, so it's fun to test out.
Oh, versus resolve and weird. Okay.
So resistance is resolve and weird. So would it be like its potency or something, whatever it is for that guy?
Yep. Spirits are weird, so I'm gonna have to. Yep.
Oh,
got
I'm
Mhm.
gonna use drop of a hat so I get +3 on my initiative as well.
Well,
Oh, okay, awesome.
So I'm gonna be doing all-out attacks.
All right.
Okay. So it's gonna roll its resistance. It's got 3 successes on its resistance. You got 4 successes on the attack.
nailed it.
Yep. I send it an hour in the future.
God damn! Why?
That way we'll finish these guys off first.
We don't
We-
God damn it!
We summoned them into a fair fight for a reason.
God damn it!
Use them.
Oh well, he's out of the fight, I guess.
Fight over.
He's out of the fight.
Just
Fuck
use
him.
amnesia. All right. All right. Just don't do that to all of them. Then we'll just have to wait. All right.
Q just points at it. Actually, I don't know.
Guy just blinks out of existence. You'll be back in an hour. You'll remember
Okay.
it though. You'll be very confused. Where are we? What's going on?
All right. It is. So wait.
It's Gord's turn if he's
Gord's turn.
doing
Yeah.
that all-out
Okay.
attack. So you just rush. Ignore
Yeah.
the 50 feet. You can reach. Are you gonna try to hit the sleep spirit or the?
Can I reach it to the death spirit?
Sure.
Death spirit, sure.
It's actually shorter than the other two. So.
So yeah, I'll go to the death spirit, make an all-out attack on the death spirit. Also doing
This death spirit appears to be death by asphyxiation.
okay.
It's a bundle of cords, ropes, and mixed in with 1 or 2 porn mags.
And I have the tiger against it as well, so I retain my
Yep.
defense and
Mhm.
dig deep. I remove 1 dice from before the attack roll, adding 1 to claws.
To damage, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna still be doing primal strength and killer instinct.
Okay. You're adding a lot of combat stuff onto that. Its
Well,
defense is 7.
7. Okay, so. And how many dice do I add if I'm making an all-out attack?
3.
3. Okay.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Don't forget about your
13 successes.
Jesus. Don't forget about your unplanned attack bonus.
Oh, yep.
If you want
No.
it, you don't have to.
No, I don't think I need it.
No,
right
you
now.
don't.
Or
The death spirit looks like it's gonna it's ready to fight, and then you just go over to it and you clobber the shit out of it. It's not done, but you hear it let out a rasping, choking sound. You don't know if that's what it regularly does. You don't usually deal with death by asphyxiation spirits. You punch it, and a series of small plastic bags and beer plastic rings pop out of it. I guess that's its version of bleeding.
Does it look like David Cassidy?
You know what? It has a passing resemblance. Curly, it is your turn.
All right. Okay. So I have 11 plus. I'm big crow form. 17 dice minus its defense to just ka-chunk it down. Full auto. Oh, wait, no.
Which one? The death spirit?
I'm going for the life spirit.
Okay. Its defense is 8.
Its defense is 8. Okay.
And it does apply to firearms.
All right.
Yes, that's how spirits do.
Hey.
4 successes. Dealing, I think, 3 damage, so 7 lethal.
7 lethal. The life spirit is not in the best shape. It's either Ack or Leona.
What happens if we overkill?
It shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
Unless you really
No, well, how much health do these? How much health do these things have?
Oh, not David Cassidy. David Cardine.
With-
Sorry, that's what I meant.
Alexander, go first.
I think you have one remaining best boy.
Yeah, I will send a best boy at, I guess, the sleepy guy, because,
Oh yeah, because it can't fall asleep. It's constant.
yeah.
It's a good boy. Actually, it might be able to fall asleep.
Can constructs fall asleep?
In
Have
this
you ever tried to
specific
fight? Have you ever tried to fight a spirit of
Actually,
a waterbed?
Sorry, can ghosts fall asleep?
Now, why would you bring up ghosts when talking about the best boy?
Weird.
I wonder why.
Why would you bring it up?
Mm.
Gord wants to know. What did you do to the best boys?
Leone just kind of looks at Zach, being like, "Shut the fuck."
I'll roll a cold and intelligence.
Okay.
If you want to know if a sleep spirit can affect a ghost.
I don't care.
Okay.
It's a passing thought.
There.
You know what? When it comes to spirits, it's possible.
Where are my
Go-
stupid attack rolls for this?
There would be 12 dice.
Gord looks confused while looking up from punching the death spirit, asking, "Why do you want to know that?"
Did he say that? Like to your telepathy?
Listen,
No.
and I'm gonna wait for the action to finish.
Okay.
It's the sleep spirit's defense is 6. So roll 6 dice to hurt the sleep spirit.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Come on, computer.
And then you also have to plan.
Oh, how did? What the?
Arf! The waterbed's just too comfortable. The best boy, its jaws can't latch onto it. What's
Apparently-
Leone gonna do?
Well, I am just going to like turn the air above said spirit into rocks and try and crush it to death.
Rocks fall.
Mm-hmm.
Or pins are the natural enemy of waterbeds.
Ooh.
Just a bunch
What
of
are you gonna
needles.
cause? Rain of pins!
All right, rain of pins it is.
Oh, God. I just realized that blood isn't technically a living material. You can't actually cause rains of blood.
Oh. Come on.
Pins! So I assume this is a spell?
Yes. This
Okay.
is my usual
Oh, it worked.
go-to.
I'd be so miserably being stuck in a rain of pins. That would be horrible.
Yeah. Shield your eyes.
How much damage is that? What potency? Of your
2.
rain of pins. Okay.
Is it weak to pin?
It's weak to pin.
Damn. Got him.
So, what? It takes 2 aggravated.
Get fucked, waterbed.
I do believe that needs to be a quotable.
Waterbed.
Okay.
So Zach responds to Gord by just kind of coughing and kind of waving it off, and being like, "It's not important. Look, we got things to do, and listen, we're busy. We don't have time to talk." And he just kind of snaps his finger. I got my mana back. The 3 spirits have the other parts of the other spirits all jammed into each other for 8 aggravated each. They don't stay there though. They get shoved back out again.
Okay. The death spirit goes dormant. The water cushion spirit also goes dormant. The healing spirit is still up.
Damn. Wanted 1 turn, everybody. 1 turn.
The healing spirit heals itself.
Damn it. What a twist.
That was the
But it also sees what you guys just did. And it just flutters over to the computer and rests. And it just says, I'm not much for combat. Please don't do that again. That was a singularly awful experience.
Oh yeah, death was kind of shoved in you for a second, huh?
Yes, I don't like being so close to death. Or strange. However, the waterbed was strangely comfortable. Despite the agony of sharing the same time, space, location.
It's fine. You're gonna be my buddy anyway. Get in my jacket.
That seems... You're very casual about this kind of thing.
This stuff is normal. It's a Wednesday.
It's really not.
You don't know me very
I
well.
worry about your state of mind. You know.
We're about to go into a wonderland. What are you talking about?
This is a slow Tuesday.
For you, it was the worst day of your life. For me, it was Tuesday.
Does anyone want to help me make a punjay pit right here?
I'll punch it. Oh, fuck.
Oh, right. Everybody get your
Sure.
gun and just point and
Like
wait.
maybe 5 minutes.
Oh, we're just gonna wait an entire hour staring at
Actually,
you?
no, I'm going to be on my phone for most of that.
I mean, I could throw you guys in the future
No.
if you like.
No.
No, because then we'll show up 6 seconds later.
Do you guys need me for this combat? Because I want to go cast a bunch of spells.
Yeah, go do that.
Oh yeah, actually.
All right, I want to cast a spell.
Amongst all the things I want to do, one of them I had an idea because we were dealing with abyss spirits, right? And they have or last time we saw abyss, it was very afraid of bright lights. Like we were able to send it onto the ceiling with a bright ass floor. So I was thinking big ass flashlights if we only can make. And when I mean big ass
But
flashlights,
like doing those industrial strength will blind people if they look at them. Light can be seen on the moon kind of flashlights.
kind of. So this is for just a mundane flashlight you can buy right now. I've got a video of one compared to a motorcycle headlamp. Might be like 10 seconds in or so. More like 20. These things are absolutely. It's like 25 seconds in. It's like just turning on daylight. Just thinking of just throwing that in like a riot shield. Riley or Curly's
Oh,
new kit.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. That is not a workplace safety thing you should be doing. Like
It's so
that would
bright.
definitively.
But in terms of being able to A, suppress people from shooting you because their eyes are searing, and B, cast away Abyss, or I was throwing around because your version of Abyss is a bit different than the normal one. Do you think about calling it Onyx instead, because it's from the Onyx Spear?
This is a particular kind of abyss thing, so yeah. We can call it Onyx Spear
Onyx.
if you want.
Yeah.
And some of them were affected by shadow. You don't by light. You don't know if all of them would be.
Not all of them, but I assume at least some, and I may as well be prepared for that. What was spell?
You guys collectively beat the shit out of the poison spirit. I'm not.
He feels mildly bad about this.
Well, the good thing is that you tried to make it a more fair fight.
Thing is that it gets amnesia the second I do that too.
What's happening here? Ah!
Just a bunch.
It forgets why this happened.
It forgets why there's a big bear wand punching the shit out of it right now.
Yes.
Listen, you consented to this, believe it or not.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. So, what do you guys want to?
So
See, guys,
the mages need to figure out their thing that they got from Victor.
Yeah.
That's still on the to-do list.
We still need to also figure out a plan on getting into this military base.
Yes.
Anyone object with just attacking it?
Yes.
Yes.
You guys just aren't trying hard enough.
Okay, we need to do our abyss anti-abyss thing before we go in to fight an abyss thing, because that would be dumb if we didn't.
Yeah. So like Gordon, Curly, and Q are figuring out how this fetish stuff is going to work, and you two are somewhere else doing your.
Well, actually, we need to work.
Whatever
Ian,
you're
can you
doing.
just explain for everyone how it will work?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see, because I've sent it to you in a. Yep. So, effectively, Victor was Victor didn't always follow every law. In fact, that's partially the reason why he was arrested.
Surprise Pikachu face.
He created effectively Super Abyss magic batteries, Sam. It's probably a different name. He probably didn't call it Super Abyss, but more or less, it has health boxes that can be healed or recharged in downtime. There's like 3 tiers of minions with Paradox, like regular Paradox for minions. Mid tier is special Paradox, and the battery can absorb between 1 and 2 health on it to affect them, and then high tier, which is like 3 or 4. So for the high tier stuff, you guys can probably cast 2 or 3 spells on them before all spells are going to start going wonky.
So basically,
have some-
these super abyss or these onyx affected abyss creatures. If we cast spells on them normally, it would trigger abyss no matter what, or we'd have to absorb that abyss no matter what. Whereas normally we'd have a chance to not have it happen at all, and this is giving us basically a buffer of health before it will always trigger.
Okay, that's.
Is this a combination of a fetish and a magic thing, or is...
It's a combination of a fetish and a magic
Okay,
thing.
so yeah, I guess Leone and Zach will... Once they figure out what to do, they'll go to Gord and...
Well, it's because the part of it is you have to get the basis of it is part of a spirit that has been affected by this abyss. Which you kind of have that in Curly's hand.
Oh, there we go. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's part
Super
spirit
brilliant
and
moment.
part.
It's part spirit and now part abyss.
So do you need that as a catalyst to make batteries, or do you need that to make a battery?
They need it. I'm gonna say they can use it to make the two batteries for themselves.
All right.
We'll cut it in half and then, you know...
Although it's actually Jan Jan was the one that had originally created this idea. Victor's just the one that finished it.
Ah, okay.
So Jan would be, if you wanted to make sure all the construction went smoothly,
Yes, we'd
probably
contact
bring
her.
Jan into that.
As we're just shoving spirits and everything, like, hey, Jan, we got this spirit hand.
Well, actually, Jan would. How are you going to phrase this to Jan? She's currently going through therapy.
Hey, Jan, you're on speaker. We're...
Oh, hi everyone.
How you doing?
You know what? Feeling much better. I feel like I know what reality is, and I have been living off of ramen and street food, and it feels really good.
We could probably give you a house, like a shelter, if you need that, but...
You know what? That would be great. That would be some
And
stability.
why
My
don't-
therapist said I should have some.
Why
of
don't you
that.
come over here and talk? Because I don't think we want people listening to us.
Oh, okay. She just gets more quiet on the phone. I'll be over.
And then once she's over, Zach gets everyone into a group and bans space, so no audio can go out.
Okay.
Okay.
So we talked to Victor, and we know about Sam, and
Her eyes widen a little bit, and then she says, Then she looks at Leone, looks at Zach, looks at Leone again, and then says, He must view you as his successor if he gave you Sam.
well, maybe I don't know what to say about that, but we need to fight an onyx spear, so we kind of need it, and you could help us, maybe. Huh?
I created the original plans, and yes, I knew how to make one. I actually had one on me when I originally interacted with the spear, which is how I was able to not just die.
Oh, worked out great then, except for the time paradox.
Well, unfortunately, it absorbed too much and created the time paradox, I believe.
So now you know how all the kinks work out.
I've had a long time to think of the failures of my design. She goes from like a serious 1,000-year stare when she says that. She shakes that off and she says, "Yeah, I think I know how to make it better this time."
Great. We'd really appreciate your help.
She thinks about saying something, then she changes her mind, and then she goes, "Just so that the rest of you non-mages understand, don't bring this up to any other mage. This is not good to bring up."
Just call it
I
Sam's.
mean, I don't bring up anything to other mages. I'm just like, you do you. I'm just gonna judge silently. I'm not gonna tell you anything.
I don't know any other mages. Don't plan to.
Yep, what? Wait, what are we talking about? It's okay,
Perfect.
never mind. I'm good.
Don't mind us, just busy punching a scorpion.
She goes, "Okay. I assume you have a workshop in here. I'm told that you actually have a small city down here."
The band poofs. Behold, and it's mostly empty.
For for now.
The
My city
beginnings
as
of
well.
a city.
Don't we
Just
have
like we have 3 coffee tables.
All of them empty,
We got my city as
and
well.
then they all got abducted by the
Well,
attack.
your city is through in the upper portion.
Yeah, so
Unless you combined it with like is half this underground space just like some sort of Aztec blood temple?
Jesus, I hope not.
I hope so.
No, you gotta go through the mirror for the blood temple.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have a city and we have a giant neighborhood, and the tower itself pretty spacious, but you know.
It's cozy up there. It's not so cozy down here.
I guess you bring your. Now, what do you guys actually have? You guys would have a forge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you probably also have like some nice industrial 3D printing.
Whatever Leone made, I guess.
I assume Leona has made all that for us. Gord's
She
making.
literally
all
moved her
the
old
for us.
workshop down here.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she starts saying, so Jan starts telling you what you would like, the specific ritual needed. She draws up design on some paper to show you like the symbols that need to be carved where, what can be done to add stability to it, and what can be done so that if it eats too much, that it self-destructs rather than like pulls the wearer into the paradox, which is what the previous design unfortunately did, because the design was never meant to directly interact with the onyx spear for a prolonged period. Between all of you, the batteries get made.
Yay.
Yay. You guys need to decide what form the batteries are in, because you also kind of need to hide it from the magic popo.
I guess a necklace is simple and can be hidden under a shirt.
Yeah, you could do a necklace. I don't know. Do you want it to have it as some kind of tattoo?
Sure.
Right in the inner thigh?
That's
No.
oddly specific.
Or, I don't know, just a place
Gord
that
needs
isn't
the tramp-
usually visible.
Gord needs the tramp stamp.
Gord has a...
Gord
as
isn't
a-
even getting the magic battery. He just wants it.
Yeah, you just want a tramp stamp. Well, I you could actually probably have fetish tattoos. That's a cool idea.
I think I'd want to be able to take it off at some point.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought as
Because
well.
especially if something
Yeah,
goes wrong
if-
with it, I don't want it to be like, hey, you can't, fucker.
Yeah.
Or if you need to like ditch it,
Yeah.
you're like, oh shit,
Throw it in a drain.
Oh shit, it's the bow!
Yeah, exactly.
you throw it over a bridge and run.
I could space mage it away. It's fine.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
just a necklace or bracelet would probably be best, wouldn't it then?
Yeah, I'll go with necklace.
Yeah,
necklace
uh,
myself.
Yeah. Necklace it is.
Okay.
We
What,
have matching like
ca-
friendship necklaces
There we go.
now.
The necklace kind of due to the necessity of it, the necklace can have whatever you want it to look like, except in the middle of the pendant is going to be a miniature version, like almost like a kind of clear crystal that looks like it has a hand in it.
Nice.
Cool.
And Jan says, the crystal is clear. The less clear the crystal, the more of its capacity is used up. If it's black or near black, it can't absorb anymore. Or I'd very much suggest not doing that.
All
Over
right.
time, it will slowly release the magic in small enough ways that it won't corrupt reality. That's the design.
I guess,
She shrugs.
guess we'll have to try it out.
These are prototypes, and it's not like I can mass produce these.
Hey, Curly, you want to get infected again?
I really don't. Actually, have you shown her like her fucked up hand and how you're using it in this process, or did you keep that part?
Oh
quiet?
no, it's pretty obvious it was your hand.
Okay,
What, you
she's
just
like-
bring it out of a bag?
Probably.
This is, sometimes when I'm with you, I'm like, maybe magic isn't so bad. Maybe you wizards are okay. And then this sort of shit happens.
I don't think anyone believes you thought that ever.
No.
Look, there was a brief moment there. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there was a brief moment.
So you say.
All right, we have 70 minutes left in the session. Can we get through a stealth puzzle?
I don't know. We can try.
Probably not.
I mean, I could just walk through the front door.
I'm up for that plan.
Honestly, yeah. Fuck it.
We walk through the front door with Zach's jacket on.
Yeah.
Yep.
This could work. Give it like a 50-50. He was a good gambling guy.
Actually, let's see. You need persuasion, right?
Sorry?
I'll be right
You
back.
would need persuasion to help persuade people.
Yes, my persuasion is currently 3.
And I think you get
Presence.
status equal to your presence.
I do. So
Oh,
I
Jesus.
can kinda
Okay.
like
Give me a second. Give me a second.
You bumped my presence, then I could be like a 5-star general. It'd be hilarious.
Mr. President, please come
Like,
through.
it would basically be that.
Presence, persuasion. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be pretty.
Although, I don't know if it's persuasion as much as subterfuge, if you're just lying that you're a general.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Check.
So you need presence and subterfuge then?
Let me just double check that. Mask of Superiority, 128. Oh, yeah. Presence plus subterfuge.
Okay, then
I need presence.
4. Zach's like, oh, you need that? Sure, here you go. And delete that. It would be 14. Bam! Everyone in the party has +8 to presence and subterfuge.
Oh wow.
Okay.
And I get all my mana back. I used up another one of those unplanned things.
+8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please, everyone abuse those, because I'm just gonna refresh it at some point.
That's madness.
So, John, as long as you're doing something that is not planned, you can burn
You get +8 to
one
the
of
roll,
these.
and you get 8 of them.
Well, this is currently planned for me to go in and do this.
Right, but I didn't
Yeah, but
plan.
If something goes not to plan,
So,
So if you have to do anything other than cast your spell and walk through, you will have the +8 you can use to try to smooth talk your way through someone who notices you or whatever.
Because my current goal is just to get to the office.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
Yep.
You have +8 to both of those as it is.
Are we going at a time when the guy won't be there? Because otherwise, he might just be looking at his office door when it turns into a portal to the hedge, which is probably a bad idea.
Well, if this guy's, I mean, your rank or your ranking is going to be equal to a 9-star general or some bullshit. What? So couldn't you just tell him to fucking leave for a few minutes?
I need your office for a minute.
Yeah. I might.
I gotta Google something.
My presence is going to be technically 11.
Oh fuck yeah!
Which,
I'm the president.
that,
No, I
of
like
the
the idea.
world.
I like the idea that there are 5-star generals at the highest rank anyone's ever seen, but look at you walking in with the uniform of a 13-star general, and they're like, "Oh shit!"
And they believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he get those stars from?
You're a fucking you're senior president, okay?
And he's
God,
senior
Emperor.
arch president.
The god emperor of humanity. All right. So what time are we going, guys? Are we going in the morning, evening?
Evening.
Evening.
Rise
The
inspection.
witching hour, even.
Exactly. We go at midnight.
2 minutes to midnight. You go. Go on.
To prep for my roll, I first go to like a dollar store and I grab like a fake army helmet made for a kid and maybe like a corn pipe or something.
Fair enough.
And I march on over.
Okay. So, you march on over. It's midnight. Do you arrive in a car? Do you just walk up to the gate?
Walk right out of the gate, kind of like
You walk up to the gate. The guards are suspicious. It's midnight. A guy just walked up to the gate. Then you pull out your badge. Actually, is it a badge or is it just medals? Did you just like attach like 15 pins?
Yeah, I have 15 pins on my chest.
Okay, and they take one look
I
and
don't
just
know.
one says, halt, sir, please." The one turns to the other. Have you ever seen someone at that high rank? I didn't know our ranks went that high. They snap to a salute and they say, "How can we help you, sir?"
First, I'm gonna roll.
Nice. 27. Oh my god.
Oh, gee. I thought my attack dice was high.
Exceptional success, meaning I'm counted as a trusted ally.
All right.
I have come for a surprise inspection. I intend to see the most important places you have to see.
Yes, sir. One of them like, "I'll radio it in. We'll get you proper a proper escort, sir."
Oh, minimal escort. This is a surprise, gentlemen. A surprise.
We are very surprised, sir.
Start walking past.
Sir, do you know how the base is laid out?
For a second. Surprise me. No, help me. Actually, I need to find some places.
They radio. They say, "Sir, please." One brings you to like the officers' lounge, and like he brings you like he asks coffee or tea or brandy, sir.
Brandy. Brandy with sugar, please.
And they give you a some a cup of sugar with a spoon, like because they don't know how to mix your sugar with brandy.
He just pours it all in, doesn't he?
He just pours it all in, then walks along with it.
After about 5 minutes, a tired-looking general, Gail Fonseca,
Oh,
appears in the room. Sir, my name is General Gail Fonseca. He puts out his hand to shake yours after giving you a crisp salute.
I return the salute, give him a hearty handshake back. I am well aware of who you are.
Your inspection is quite surprising, sir.
Excellent.
Where would you like to go in the base? You've realized that you're actually being toured around the base by the highest ranking person in the base. Your rank so exceeded everyone else's that they felt like this shit, if anything went wrong, it just had to go straight to the top.
I will be quite frank. I am under the understanding that you have black ops and other such things here. I won't actually demand access to those regions. That's quite okay. I won't want to step on your toes.
Thank you, sir.
I would like to see.
Gale
your-
looks like kind of just nervous that you're even talking about any of this.
I do wish to peruse your security features and make sure that the base is up to snuff.
He starts taking you around the perimeter. He starts pointing out like the different the cameras that have different things. He points towards the middle and he says, "We have a team of highly trained cyborg assassins trained in Atlantis, but then repurposed by now." You realize when he's saying now, he's saying NAU, the country, the military, not like the time and place. And they're quite good at dealing with threats of the supernatural nature. They have equipment that lets them see through illusions, and they're trained to shoot first and ask questions later.
Ah, excellent. Let's tour somewhere else.
You realize you feel something trying to scrutinize your magic, but you got enough successes that it just can't quite penetrate.
I bet they actually do see through it. They just see the general with somebody like, okay, maybe we let this slide. Anyway, I make a quick bow out of that spot.
Okay. He brings you. He shows you around various parts. He says, if you don't want to see the Black Op regions, we won't go into the basement or Fortress BA. But let me at least conclude the tour with my office. And he brings you to his office. You see his door. He offers you. He pulls out a bottle of probably incredibly expensive whiskey. And he pours you a glass. He pours himself a glass. And, roll a presence plus subterfuge to not like fuck up this conversation. Like, he's trying to have general conversations about things you have no idea about.
Liberal amount of it's classified.
He nods, and eventually, like, you talk for a while. He eventually, he sort of prompts, says, "Sir, thank you for visiting. I do believe it might be time for both of us to retire to our beds, not from the service." Ha ha ha.
That's quite correct. How about I'll see you in a couple of hours? I point at him and try to bloop him into the future.
Wow, there goes that cover. Jesus Christ.
Oh, now we'll get to this.
I hope it fails. And he's like, "Oh, all right." And he just walks away.
Okay, so his resolve in weird.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well,
He says, and just he disappears.
I'm gonna show up.
I didn't hear a single thing there.
yeah, it was all echoey.
No one here is to give me a good idea of how far to send him, so he'll show up tomorrow.
Same time, same place.
Time, same place. 24 hours later. You won't remember why this happened.
Well, that's good.
That's the best part.
And hey, here's the real good part that we were all nervous about. Q didn't forget why he was there.
Yeah.
So Q now opens his jacket and goes, "Coast is clear."
Zach.
Shirley's got a single tear in her eye and like, our boy's grown up so quick. Such a good life. He did so good.
Zach's voice echoes in everyone's head. "We have telepathy. You don't have to talk. We shouldn't be talking here."
Yeah, well,
Just
Some
really
things are
bad.
better the old-fashioned
The
way.
coast is clear.
I can't telepathically take a single tear from my eye. Okay.
So wait, if you got an exceptional success, the changing might also send the target to a new location occupied by someone to whom he owes a debt. He can't choose the location himself, only that the character will receive the incoming target when it arrives in the future.
I don't think that's an
Yeah.
advantage for us.
That's not an advantage in this way.
that's neat though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
what I said.
Curly
did-
lets you live here debt free, so you could send it to Curly.
He just
You wanna
arrives
do
in
that
your
in general?
tower. What the fuck just happened?
We could
You're
do
gonna
that
become a
in
coffee table. What?
general.
I think
Give
I
him
think
some
we
meat.
stake him. That's not going to work as well.
No.
He probably
Give
has
him
like
some
GPS
meat.
and other stuff on him.
Yeah, let's leave him where he is. Also, I love that the
Sure.
GPS will just stop working for 24 hours, and he won't even know what happened, and they'll just have to conclude it was fucking aliens.
All right. They might even have this room bugged and checked. So we should probably get moving real quick.
Oh, we don't.
They wouldn't be able to see us anyways, though.
That's true.
Let's
Yeah.
just go anyways,
Yeah.
Yeah.
though. To the hedge.
Going
We did
over.
that in like 17 minutes. I'm so proud.
I tapped the door real quick.
The door opens, and it is a. Let me actually take your people, and I will move you into a new location.
I'm no longer in bear form. Should probably, or should I be in bear form?
You might want to be as you're going through that door. In
No,
the
but
hedge, I
if
don't
I'm-
see.
Okay, but would I even be able to? I'm a 16-foot bear. I don't think I'd be able to literally step through
You,
the.
you can slide in. You'll crawl in.
Okay, sure.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
You end
look-
up. You end up in what appears to be there's a purple haze, and there's a probably a 30-foot tall man smoking a 30-foot tall, incredibly extravagant, what looks to be some kind of fantastical shisha pipe. Just sitting cross-legged on pillows just as big as he is. These carpets are actually pillows. They just have the sort of beautiful ornate stitchwork, and he has two what appear to be golems just beside. The man takes a big drag of his pipe. He holds it in, and then
Hell yeah, vape life.
and as he blows out, the vapor turns into welcome to words. Welcome put to Bartesh's Bizarre Bazaar.
Yo, man, pass the Dutch to the left-hand side.
Hugh is
Uh,
currently drinking from the bottle of that scotch, by the way.
It's whiskey, but I'm sure in Q's hands it can be anything he wants. Bartesh, the person who you assume is Bartesh, says, "Welcome to my store. You have come through the general's door. I can only assume that you are friends."
How do you know the general?
He's a good customer of mine.
It's concerning.
Because you see, he takes another long drag, and it's like 30 seconds before he speaks again. I am an information broker. So I keep him appraised of what Saf is doing, and he, in turn, gives me some information on what the supernatural community is doing. I give him information, he gives me information. We have a good relationship.
Hey, is this guy a spirit? No, we're in the Fey realm.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a
we're
rather
in the
impressive hob.
He's a gigantic hob.
Are we in a
So-
goblin market now, or is this? Are you more free
Ah!
market?
This is a goblin market. No violence, please.
Of course.
Could I
sorry,
trade
what's
direction?
a hob?
Hob is like a hedge spirit, but
Okay.
more like a fairy spirit goblin thing.
It's closer. If we're going to do spirit comparisons, it's kind of just like a spirit that lives in an environment that's suited to it, rather than like keepers, which are like mega evil, top of the food chain things. Hobs can be range from very small and powerless to powerful, and they can range from being very friendly to being very hostile, driven by their nature.
Okay.
Hobs are the spirits of the fairy world.
That being said, be rather cautious in the goblin market because you can get
Sorry, one
anything.
Oh, there he goes.
Rip.
Do we wait for him, or can I?
So what are we cautious about? I'd like to hear the caution.
Everything and anything, but you can get anything and everything here if you like.
Effectively, be careful of what you agree to. Because
Okay.
word is bond, and if you steal stuff, the weird actually enforces contracts.
Huh.
So
Oh no.
So don't steal stuff.
The
Break
more
your
pressure to not steal, the more likely Curly is to steal. That's kind of how it works.
What was this guy's name again?
Bartesh.
Tash, we are new to this market. Would you have a list of the rules anywhere?
Aha.
Sorry, back.
He takes a drag and then he blows and the rules appear. The rules is no stealing. The second rules is no violence unless in self-defense. And the third rule is Tuesdays are half price.
Ooh, is it a Tuesday? Is it a Tuesday?
No, it is a Sunday.
Oh,
fuck.
I suspect it might never be a Tuesday.
It
But
might
anyway.
never be a Tuesday.
Okay.
And
says-
the final rule is lies are small debts.
Ooh, that's what I was worried about. We are not friends of the general, I confess.
Ah, thank you for the truth. So this is Bartesh's bizarre.
I'm so
Uh,
glad you started lying right away.
Bartesh, could we trade? Say, you give us some directions to or let us know what's going on with a certain object, and I'll tell you some supernatural community stuff.
Ah, I love hearing gossip. It really depends. I must be truthful as part of the market. If I do not know of the object, I cannot incur a debt to telling you about
Mhm.
it.
Okay.
However, if I know about it, if you ask, does an object exist in the fairy realm? I would be able to answer yes or no to the best of my ability. We
Well,
both
damn,
must
that's good.
understand that you tell the truth to the best of your ability, and I tell the truth to the best of mine, and the weird will decide if we're lying to ourselves.
Okay, so Pollyanna's party palace. So Pollyanna's party palace, we got like Tuesdays karaoke, and I heard her talking about like, oh, when that person can't sing, I should stop letting them come to the microphone. But it's like, no, that's not even the point of karaoke. It's all to be fun, you know. I really don't.
That is a
From-
good initial offer. he
Curly
says.
goes on for like 5 minutes. of that
He says, but
stupid
well,
shit.
thank you, but I must ask, what are you looking for? If you tell me what you're looking for, I can tell you that would be a offer, and my counter offer is I would tell you if I know enough about it to give you a satisfying answer.
The onyx spear.
His eyes widen a bit as he breathes in on the gigantic shisha pipe. It looks like he's trying to use that to stop, to hide the surprise he has. Says, "Oh, now that is costly information, as it has cost the hedge and bits of Arcadia quite a lot. What? You wish to know of its location? Or its presence?"
Yes. To both.
Well,
I guess if we ask its location, you have to point at it so we would know it's there or not. So location would be good.
he thinks on it and he pulls out a book that is suitable for a giant like himself, but for you guys it's as big as, let's say, Leone. It's just a person-sized book. And he lays it down in front of him. And he says, "This book will tell you the last known location of the spear in the hedge / Arcadia."
And it's written as an entire book? How big are the letters?
Very big.
Okay. So you need to flip through quite a few pages to find the whole answer, eh?
Yes. I will
Okay.
give you this book, which I will truthfully say has the last known location of it. If, and this is my counter offer, if you can tell me a secret about either the national defenses of the city of Taxcal, or if you can tell me a truth about Marcus.
Oh, I got one.
There's a...
You want me to pass
Yeah,
by you
there's
guys
a Peter
first,
joint.
or should I just go?
We're doing a group battle, behind.
No, you guys have telepathy, so you can.
Oh, that's good.
I was going to just say the PETA place.
I was just
The wall, the hole in the wall. We go underneath the
Oh,
wall.
I was gonna talk about the supernatural Robo-Men that the general
I
told
don't know
Q.
much.
Oh, the Order of Uru and your new friend
No.
Sin-
The guards in the military base who are from Atlas or Atlantis.
Ah.
Could spill the beans on Marcus.
All we know about him is that he might be going to the City of Gold.
Yeah, we don't have enough information about Marcus. Well,
Oh, we could try
you
that.
might want to. Yeah, I think that one.
All right, let's try.
Probably the best.
I step forward then. Marcus has already faced the spear and lost. Centuries ago.
That is worthy information. To know that he has already faced it and lost, and that he yet still seeks to face it, that is quite interesting. He moves the book forward, and he says, "That has the last known location. You can read it here, and I can help you interpret what you see if you are unable to read the writings."
So, should Gordon pick up the book and move it over to where we
Sure.
are?
Sure.
Would that help?
It's story time.
Alright.
Let me see. Can I find a giant book?
Well, you can find a regular book and scale it up.
Worry is that the spear is in the market. This is supposed to be the closest location to the spear.
Oh, it's the fate site was in particular. Oh,
Well,
that's too big.
If it's Leone's size, wouldn't it still just sort of take up a single square?
Well, spread out. It's
Okay.
Leone tall.
Actually, at Q's comment, Curly's like checking the fountains and looking around and stuff. Like,
As you check into the fountains, you actually see reflected in the fountains are distorted visions of you. as
that
you
is how
gaze
fountains
down
work.
in them.
Yes.
But the distortions, are almost possibilities.
Oh, okay.
Like different different versions. You see one where you're a werewolf.
Ugh.
You have a mohawk. It's actually kind
You
of
know what? That's dope.
and the roll of resolve and composure as the well starts whispering to you.
Oh, I love this. Actually, I might just.
I'm dropping the
'cause I don't
subterfuge, by
wanna
the
roll.
way. I'm just dropping that
Yeah.
spell. We don't need it.
I
Not
mean-
in a place where lies occur deaths.
Yes.
Ian, I have 20 dice to this roll, but I do want something interesting to happen. So if it's a lot of successes,
I won't. Don't worry. Don't worry. Roll.
okay, just check it. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
exceptional.
like you just
no fun.
it whispers, and you realize that it's trying. What it's showing you is not so much knowledge it knows, but the subtle reflections of your own daydreams.
Huh.
It is a fountain of daydreams.
Oh, what about the other fountain?
We're supposed to be reading a book here.
Nope.
You realize each fountain is showing different parts of your. One is showing things that you want. The other is showing your daydreams and possibilities. The other two are right beside Bartesh, and I don't know if you're just going to just ignore the book he's put out and just walk past him. To
Okay,
the
question.
fountains.
Fine, Gord will pick up the book.
Curly touches the water a bit. Does this cause any
It ripples, and the possibilities. Now that you know what it's looking for, it doesn't show anything at all.
Huh.
Not even a normal light reflection.
Curly's gonna try and cup some water.
Don't steal.
Steal a bit of fountain water.
Oh, whoa.
Don't steal the water.
I'm afraid. Where's my roll?
Oh, God damn.
Here we go. I've been
Uh,
not stealing enough as this character, and it's not supposed to be an advantageous thing. She's good at not getting caught. She is not good at controlling it.
So as Gord brings over the book, it seems like it's written in I guess more ancient Mesoamerican. Q, you recognize it. They're effectively hieroglyphs.
Yes, yes.
You start reading it, and it appears like this is actually a pretty detailed account of different realms that have been ravaged by the Spear's armies. You start flipping through.
Oh,
Shit.
how many more have fallen since
It turns out that it's actually a cabal of keepers has banded together to fight the influence of the Onyx Spear, and it's actually been relatively contained in Arcadia, but the head where conflicts happen, sometimes it spikes through the thorns into the hedge, and so there's the list of destruction is, you don't really know the scale. It's really hard to know scale here.
Yeah.
However, you get to the final page, and it says the spear after the cabal of keepers fought their way into the abyssal spears, the Onyx Spear's territory, it and its wielder disappeared into the spirit world.
That is for the best.
It appears like the Arcadia has managed to not fall to the spear's corruption.
I'm
And
gonna take a clarity hit for all this too.
yeah.
It's like I led to all this.
However, it looks like it fell into somewhere into the spirit realm, and the book doesn't know where. But the guy did tell you that it had information of the last known location.
That's true.
The last known location was actually in a realm conquered by the Keeper of El Dorado, who it seems had fallen to the influence of the spear.
Boy. Keeper of El Dorado had fallen to the influence of the spear?
That's what this book seems to be implying. However,
Very clarity hit.
the last in the last entry, it says that El Dorado, from what reports have come out, has now been encompassed into a runic sphere of blood. No communications have arrived in or out of the territory of El Dorado.
We should probably go there.
Yeah.
But we don't know where that is.
We could ask him where it is.
Yeah, we can trade another.
Yeah, we can
They
just
could
trade
have a hole in the wall.
You could go seek out El Dorado, but it's controlled by a keeper right now.
Hey Q,
I don't know how much.
Q, think about that again. Where do you want to go? You want to go to El Dorado? Fate spell.
Oh boy.
How does he get to, what's the fastest way to El Dorado? Or what's the thing that will take us to El Dorado?
Well, let me see if I can find a torrent link to the road to El Dorado.
El Dorado! El Dorado! Are we going to follow that trail?
So the quickest way to El Dorado, you see so this gives you glimpses of like the path, or just
let me
where
look
to
at this
start?
spell again.
Please look up that. I know I keep dangling things for you guys to do.
Serendipity. Glimpse of all the potential roads to her destiny. Identify the next steps she must take to accomplish a stated objective. And you receive a clear omen that suggests a course of action that will lead her closer to her goal.
Okay, a clear omen. Okay. You get a picture, a mental picture of you holding the onyx cup that you gave to Victor. And then the scene changes and you are in an abandoned temple of some sort, offering the cup to one of the Akud.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I see.
I don't like this plan at all.
It said the next step in Omen, so... And then as the cup is received, a whisper is given, and you see a brief vision of the city of gold.
Q looks rather crestfallen. We go seek out El Dorado. I don't think it's safe to bring it back. I don't think it's safe where it is either, but... What is our intent on going there?
Oh, we gotta break the staff, right?
Spear has left El Dorado.
Yes, but the last person to know its whereabouts is the Keeper of El Dorado. So we need to find the Keeper and follow that trail. What trail, you might ask? The trail we blaze.
God damn it.
Dave.
The Keeper of El Dorado is not one to be trifled with.
Neither are we.
I mean, we're not untrifleable.
Well, then why don't we just stop here and go home?
Yeah, that we did not come all this way to stop. This is
We're dealing with ancient
We're
evils
the-
here. This is kind of what we're here
We're
for.
I agree we're the least trifleable that we know of, but we're not untrifleable.
And we'll figure that out when we're dead.
Slowly, kind of. She
yeah.
nods his head slowly.
And if we're lucky, Leone can bring most of us back.
Gord could also help.
Yeah, in better bodies. It'll be
Yeah,
great.
we'll be mechs.
Fine.
It's fine.
Left that chalice with Victor,
Oh.
didn't we?
Leona, you would love.
You did leave the chalice with Victor. To get the chalice, you'd have to probably go into Victor's lab.
We get to break Victor out after all.
Eat my sacrificial.
Ask where it is. Be like, you remember that cup? Where did you put that dang thing? I looked your house.
Oh, it's in the
everywhere."
dishwasher. Damn it.
It's in
Good
the
call,
magical dishwasher.
Good call. That thing was filled. I wouldn't drink out of that. Oh,
Do mage prisons
So much
have
blood in
visiting
there?
hours?
Probably not.
Well,
Well, you know what? His trial might not have happened yet. You might be able to take visitors.
so we could just go and ask him where the cup is, and if
and there will definitely not listen to that conversation.
Not
I mean-
at all.
isn't there any magic things to stop that from listening?
I don't
Yeah,
think they
in a
would
mage
allow that.
prison. Yeah, yeah,
Also-
yeah.
All we need to do is ask where the cup is. That doesn't.
Look, we really don't want to fight other mages. It's a bad plan.
All I'm saying is we just need to ask him where the cup is. We're not trying to do anything else.
Or you could try to break into Victor's lab.
Yeah. See,
I'm-
one sounds
I'm-
worse.
I'm more for the breaking into the lab than, getting on the radar. Of some big
Yeah,
bad
especially what
mages
we're doing.
after What we just did.
Yeah.
Like, no, thank you.
What, like going to prison with like 20 kilograms of cocaine hidden on you? Guys.
Fine. Gord could just go there.
Yeah, okay. How do you get there, Gord? Tell me how you get there.
You teleport me there.
No, you said you'd get there
And Gord
yourself.
goes in, and he's like, "Okay, and you need to do this incantation on top of my fridge, and you need to," and you're like, "Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to yell at his fridge.
Gord's just. I'm trying to offer solutions here. All
No,
you
no,
guys
no, you are.
Is no. That's,
It's
Gordon is
actually
very upset about that. All you guys
It's actually
keep on
just
saying
like
no.
in
That's a bad idea.
it's just in the
Oh,
freezer.
you know
covered
what?
by- like in the ice
I'll spread the love. 1 second. Gord, fastest way to the cup.
Okay.
Oh, the fastest way to the cup. Gord gets visions of himself going into what appears to be an abandoned warehouse. With the rest of the party there. Him ripping off a bank vault door that's in a hidden area. You guys glimpses of just the feeling of danger as you go through, and then finally getting into an inner air, like it appears like you're in a lab area, and the cup is floating on a pedestal, and Gord's about to grab it.
This could only go badly, but let's go.
I like this plan.
There we
I don't see anything wrong with it.
So, just so that it's clear for everyone involved, the current plan is to break into Victor's lab, to retrieve the blood chalice cup, to use as a bargaining chip to the Akkad, to most easily find El Dorado.
Yes. Can we write that down in RPGing?
Sure.
I mean, we have a phone call with the Akkad. Can we not
they
just
do
like
want-
invite them over and fucking mind zonk them? We do not want to be friends with these people.
I
And
don't
we
want to give
certainly
them
don't
a
want them
challenge.
Oh, now you don't like the Akkad.
Well, didn't
I've
they
never
say
liked the Akkad. Gord likes the Akkad.
Oh,
Gord likes the. Well, Gord just likes their capability of killing vampires.
Yes,
Like
and
people that
after
failed
they
to kill you,
kidnapped
I
her
think,
entire
so.
brood and killed presumably all of them, she is much less happy about them than the unhappy about them she
I
already
see.
was.
I missed that part.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Well,
Uh,
3/4 of her cult got
Akkad.
absorbed, got joined the Akkad, apparently,
The other
which
quarter
might
died.
mean they were deathlerized, but it's hard to know.
I have an idea of what I can make.
Oh, because I was skipping for.
So I've just written down the current plan.
I've always been writing it as ACUD, like a cud. Not. Okay.
The origin is ancient Middle Eastern, so they use a
That
bit
would-
more K's.
Yes. I got you.
And the more you know. So, is there anything else you want to do in here or in preparation to go to Victor's lab? Victor's lab would have to be next session because
I guess I would like to. I don't think we have the dogs fixed,
No.
replaced. I'd like to do that. And
Um,
make
Question:
another golem on top of that.
Mhm.
Would Leone have access to Victor's lab or Jan?
Jan probably knows more of like his old lab, but Leone probably has access at least to parts of his lab.
So it won't be entirely breaking in.
No. Jan and Leone were Victor's like successors.
Okay, so we could just bring Jan, and obviously Leone is coming with us to help ease ease everything in there.
Nah, she refuses to go. She wants to watch us suffer.
Oh, also, with 12 successes, have I made even reality itself not notice stealing water, or am I fucked?
The weird hasn't reacted.
All right. Curly's got her normal spirit jar she carries everywhere. She's filled it with water.
Okay.
Do you notice this?
Probably not with.
I doubt it.
Actually,
successes.
wait. Didn't I increase your composure? That's a perception
Oh
roll.
yeah, roll wits and composure. Do you want to add your +8?
Yeah, do it, and use a willpower too. Make it
Now,
big.
that's how I raise my stats this high. This can't be fair.
Do an 11, extra 11. It's fine.
But you don't have
I
rogue
get
free
+8 to my
perception.
composure, right?
Hmm.
Pardon?
My God, that's crazy. Oh, I'm not very aware.
That doesn't seem right. That seems way too low.
Well, it's not.
Well, all right. Oh well.
Oh wait, 13.
That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
that's way too low. You have
You have your normal
rolled-
+8 to composure, but then you can use your spontaneous +8 and a willpower.
Spontaneous +8 and willpower.
Yeah.
Yeah, so roll another 11 to add on.
So I guess I wasn't clear enough or something earlier. You have 8 instances of a spontaneous +8 on any roll.
I only got 3.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess that's fucked up. But now you only have 7 of those +8s left. You just need to keep track of that.
Okay.
Curly has her daydream.
Good job.
Also up my
Mission
weird up to
accomplished.
6 now.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else?
Guess we're out of here.
We're out of here.
Thanks, big man.
All right. Thanks. If we need to come back, I mean, you're way too far out of the way for us, to be honest.
He shrugs. There are other ways, but see you if I see you.
Yeah.
You guys, let's not go back through that door. Let's go through a different door.
All right.
Why if we walk down to the market from here?
He just points towards one of the edges of the tents that you see a small light. As you start approaching it, the light gets bigger and bigger until
For
it's
a An honest and good host, Bartesh. Do a little bow and head on out.
He nods. Okay. So you exit. You find a mortal exit out of the Goblin Market. It's not too hard. The exits are relatively well lit. Like, it's clear it's an exit. You might not know where exactly it pops you out. You take one of the exits and you end up in you end up in what appears to be a sauna. As you then open the sauna door, this is a 5-star hotel.
Oh,
Yes, I go back in the sauna.
Who wants to go for a schwitz?
Remember this exit.
Okay. And you're in one of the higher end parts of town. Now, I'm going to assume that you guys are going to be exiting soon. That effectively, you guys need to prepare to go into Victor's lab, and I need to make Victor's
We'll take like a
lab
day
as
in-game.
maps.
Yeah.
In game, you take a day, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
So, good session, everyone. Not so much shoot bangs, but not every session is going to be that way.
We shot banged some spirits who did not stand a chance.
It was kind of unfair.
I made.
Maybe we need to bring more spirits next time.
Yeah, but every time we kill more spirits, we get more spirits, and we're stronger. When will it end, Frosty?
Yeah, that's true.
When will it end?
Mm-hmm.
There is no
Oh,
end.
and everyone make sure you talk to Ian and agree on what your fetish thing actually does. Like,
Yeah.
So mine's just a cold iron shield. That's really good at being a shield and punching stuff. Captain
I
America.
believe so. Probably has like a big like +3 bonus on attacks to
Yeah.
Fey things, and it's cold iron.
Yep.
Then I think Snake's thing is 1 stamina, 2 stamina. What did you say for that? For a rank 3 spirit?
It was a spirit of life.
Yes.
And rank 3, so it's probably +2 to your stamina.
Okay, damn.
As long but every day it takes a mana or an essence.
All right.
You know what? That's fine.
Yeah, Curly can pay
Thank
that.
you.
If you need
Appreciate
to.
it.
Yeah. And for there's the poison one for influence poison, I believe.
Yeah, so it's influence poison 3.
And what would be the casting roll for that? That'd be like
That would probably be science plus intelligence.
all right. No need to write that down, but that's should be easy for her, right? Those seem like her stats.
Science.
Oh man, I'm up to 9 health boxes. What's this about?
The hell? Who are
And I guess also it's yeah. And the final one was a spirit of sleep.
you? There's a spirit of sleep and spirit of death, but I think I know what I'm doing. Spirit of sleep for Q, right? Q wasn't there, so we gave him a spirit of sleep
Oh, that's awesome.
to sleep people better. I don't know how that works exactly.
Equipment bonus, maybe?
That'll be it'll probably be a +3 equipment bonus to the sanding people in eyes.
Maybe I could like enchant a bag, like a little bag.
Oh,
of
yeah.
sand.
Yeah. A little your pocket sandbag, your sand pocket rather.
Yeah.
Is
That'd be
enchanted.
awesome. So maybe it could go like bloat over long distances or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be nice. And Curly has the death spirit, which should make her ability Memento Mori. I don't know what limit you want to put on it, but like allowed to take more, especially aggravated.
I'll probably
Cool.
say 1 more aggravated per turn and 2 more non-aggravated damage a turn.
All right. So this would be. So instead of 4 and 1, it would be 6 and 2.
Yeah. You guys are
Alright.
pretty fetished out.
Yeah, right. All right. I think that's all.
All right.
Yep.
Well, thanks, stream.